Hello and welcome back. So, I have pretty much made everything that I wanted to make for summer, and instead of starting on my autumn wardrobe and things that I want to make for autumn early, I'm going to procrastinate and I'm going to try a fun little experiment by making my dog decide what I will be making. So, I wrote down a couple of things if I'm going to be knitting or crocheting and what specific project I could be making, and I wrote it down on cards and I've put it in her treat bag, so they're gonna smell absolutely honking. But basically whatever she sniffs first, that's what I will be doing at each step, if that makes sense. And I'm going to try and attach the second mic I have to her collar, and hopefully I'll be able to record some of her sniffing the cards. But yeah, let's see if we can get the ball rolling. All right, everything is ready for the decision making. We have our first round of cards, so it's either knitting or crocheting, and underneath I will put some treats as well, so whichever one she will go for first is what we'll end up doing. Okay, let me put these proper. We'll be knitting. Nice try. You can't have both. Then, will we be doing a bag or a placemat? We're making a placemat, okay. Then, new wool or stash bust? Drop the treat. Alright, there we go. New wool. That is kind of good because I don't have a lot of cotton, which is better for placemats. Anyway, use a pattern or make our own pattern. Let's see what she goes for. Don't need a card. We'll be using a pattern. Cool. So, we will be knitting a placemat with new wool, and we'll use a pattern. Sweet, Freya. Thank you so much. Go find that. Right. Let's look for a pattern and then quickly go to the knitting shop. Alright, I have come back from the knitting shop and I've also found a pattern. So what I did was I went on Ravelry and I just typed in placemat and put it to the knitting category, and I ended up going for the Hearts at Home pattern set, and it looks so cute. So it comes with placemats, with coasters, I think like a towel and pot holders. So you get so much for, I think it was like $6 or something. And it's super, super cute. One thing I should mention though is that this is a mosaic stitch pattern, which I have never done before, so that's going to be interesting. But for the colours, I ended up going for a cream and a mint green. So I kind of was hoping to have a sage green instead, but I think this colour combo still looks quite good together, so that's what I ended up with. And to start with, I probably will do a coaster first because, like I said, I've never done this type of stitch before. So I want to have a bit of practice before I do the bigger placemat. So yeah, let's get casting on. Good afternoon. So I have finished the coaster and it's looking pretty good. I'm happy with the result. Now yesterday I did make a mistake. So I got about halfway on the coaster and then I realized that the way I was holding my yarn, when it said hold the yarn to the back, I was holding it to the front and vice versa. So I had to undo all of it and then basically make the coaster again, but at least it's done now and I know what to do. So now up next is we're going to be making the placemat. Now I am sat outside because there is an air show going on right now and you might hear it, but there's planes going around everywhere. So yeah, let's get going.
Summer air waves through her long soft hair. Faces just stop and stare, catching no light. So I hold you close, no matter where you go. Through all the rain and snow, I'll be close behind.
Hey guys, so I did a little bit of progress yesterday. I have basically the first row of hearts is halfway there. So yeah, we'll see how much I will be able to do today. But one thing to note as well is that I've swapped around the main colors. So for the coaster, I actually had the dark green or the mint green as the main color and then the white as the accent color. While for the placemat, I thought it would be fun to have it the other way around. So my white is my main color and then the green is the accent color. So yeah, let's see how much knitting we will be able to do tonight.
Sunday, sometime in May, when the clouds bringing rain and the cops came again. We were staying up late, despite the neighbors' complaints, playing records. We lit a fire out back. I got a bit high, so I passed out inside till the sun. How do I know what this is for? You gotta let me in on.
So there was actually a summer heat wave going on while I was working on this project, and on this day it was just way too warm to do any knitting, so we ended up going to the beach to cool down our little feet and to cool down Freya. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I last checked in with you guys, and that's because it's been absolutely roasting in the UK, or at least it is for me. I don't deal with the heat very well, but yesterday we did take Freya for a walk on the beach because she just really needed to get some of her energy out, but she seemed to have a lot of fun. She got herself completely drenched in the water, so that was good to see. But yeah, today I've had late meetings as well, so I've only now really been able to sit down and yeah, we're going to continue with some of my progress. And so far, I have 2 rows of hearts are complete, and I've started on the third one. And the goal for today essentially is finish this third hearts row and then start on the fourth one. And yeah, I'll have to do a little bit of crunching on this now because yet again we found a house that we like, so we're going to go up again this weekend to view it. That does mean that I don't have a lot of time to do editing or knitting this weekend, so yeah, I'm gonna have to try and see if I can finish it by Friday, which is a tough ask, but yeah, let's see how far I can get. Hey guys, so it's now Sunday. We got back quite late from Helensburgh yesterday, and the house viewing went really well. We liked the place, and we're definitely going to put in an offer tomorrow. But I am afraid that we probably won't be getting this place because the people that were viewing the property had like massive cars and they were quite bougie, so I don't I don't think we really stand a chance. And I also asked the agent that was showing us around, like, hey, is there any other like first time buyer that is viewing the property or has like booked a viewing? And they said that we were the only first time buyers that were looking at this place. But all the other people that were viewing the property were people basically wanting to downsize. So they have a house, but they also are downsizing, which probably means that they just have more money to put down for an offer. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think we'll get very lucky, but fingers crossed it works out. I don't want to sound like a broken record, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now. But it is a sunny day today. It's very warm, but that's why I'm also recording this bit inside because everyone is outside in their gardens and the kids are playing in their swimming pools and stuff. So it's a little bit loud outside because we're like in a new build area. So we're all quite close to each other. But I have put my parasol up, I have put my knitting outside, and I have made myself my granny foot bath like my grandma used to do, with literally just taking like one of the big baking bowls that I don't use at all really, and I've just filled that up with ice cold water so that I can put my feet in there, so that's hopefully going to keep me cool for a little bit. But I didn't really finish the placemat like I was hoping on Friday because Thursday basically I had a massive migraine, so I was just not feeling very well, so I ended up just not doing anything on Thursday. And then on Friday, Ali was kind enough to just drive to Helensburgh so I could do a little bit of knitting in the car. But yeah, just didn't do that much. So nah, not the outcome I was hoping for, but at least I don't have to do that much more. I'm like on the last row of the hearts, so we should be able to finish this in the coming hours. So yeah, let's go outside and do some knitting. Good evening, guys. So I have finished the placemat and I think it's looking so cute. And I also have my little coaster, so I will pop in a video on the side of how it looks on the table with some plates and some cutlery. But yeah, I think I can't complain about the result. It was like a fun, cute, quick project to do, and I think the colour combination worked out quite well. I was maybe a bit scared that it was too similar in like value, but turned out all right in the end. It was quite like it's a subtle color change, so I quite like that. Plus it matches really well with the plates that I've got in the home. And also big thank you to Freya for basically picking kind of what we did in this video, because I've had so many things saved in my favourites on Ravelry and Etsy, and I just didn't really know what to pick. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna make Freya pick what I'm going to make. So I knew I wanted to make a bag at some point, and I wanted to make some like decoration table stuff. So yeah, I'm glad I did it because I had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. But yeah, wish us luck with the house that we saw over the weekend. Hopefully they will accept our offer, but time will tell. And other than that, thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!